Hey, what's up guys? So I'm here editing last night's video that you're about to see. It's actually one of my favorite videos that I've edited and shot thus far, so I'm really excited to share it with you guys. It gets kind of weird and crazy and wild towards the end, but if you watch through the video, it'll make a lot of sense and you're gonna learn a lot from it. So anyways, without further ado, enjoy. Hey, what's going on everybody? This is David from Acting for My Life, and what I'm going to be talking to you today about is the one thing that will make you a working actor. So what's really the key of an actor's success? Is it their looks? Is it their credentials? Is it their training? No, absolutely not. That's not how it is. You know, sure, all of those things have a factor in an actor's success, but there is actually one quality, one characteristic, this one thing, this one quality, this one rare quality that every successful actor has. And it's a quality and characteristic that if you develop, and that I can show you how to develop, it will actually lead you to more success in your career. So what is it? What's the quality? What's the characteristic? I'm shouting out to the world asking for you. Well, hold on, let me tell you what it is. Charisma. It's charisma. No, it's charisma. Learning how to magnetize yourself, learning how to have the charisma in any social situation when you walk into a room and audition for a role, and being able to be personable and magnetized, that's gonna get you jobs over anything else. Now, sure, I get it, and like craft, technique, you know, being able to act first and foremost is the foundation of any actor's success. But it's insane how far charisma can take you in this world, and not only in acting, but in any field for that matter. So here's the thing, here's the deal. So last week I was down in South Carolina doing a Cheerwine commercial, and you know, as I was working with the crew, as I was working with the cast, it really caught my attention that everyone is there to have fun. You know, like, I came into it, you know, doing, you know, trying to be professional and uptight and, you know, shaking everyone's hands and introducing my name and saying, hi, my name is David, blah, blah, blah. This very, like, uptight, rigid person that's trying to put on some facade of professionality, if that's a word. Well, actually, by the end of the 2 days that I was shooting, I really got close with the cast and crew, and it was more like we just had a friend-to-friend relationship, and that's really what it comes down to, is building the charisma, building people skills and communication skills, and being able to relate to people. That is the one quality, that is the one characteristic that will make you work, and that will magnetize you towards other people, and people will want to be around you, right? So it's about building that charisma, it's about building that personal and social skills out in the world that would allow you to go into rooms and people look at you and say, that's a person that I want to work with. That's definitely a person I want to work with, right? I would definitely experience back in the day, you know, if I would audition for a part and I wouldn't get it, and then someone else got it that I knew, and I'd be like, wow, you know, they're not that much better than me. I mean, no offense, but it's like, they're not doing anything that I couldn't do acting-wise, you know what I mean? So I'm like, how did they get the part? I mean, sure, a lot of it has to do with looks, and a lot of it has to do with essence, but oftentimes I found that the people that got the jobs over me were the people that had closer relationships with the crew and the director and the casting director and the other cast members in the production. And so it really comes down, like, people want to work with people they know. People want to work with people that they want to have fun with, that they know, that they can be easy around to be with. People want to work with other people like that. And I just wasn't that person, you know. Growing up, I was always the meek, shy, aloof, you know, kind of quiet person, although I'm good at my acting, but my personality wasn't that expansive. There was no expansive quality or energy to my personality. It was much more contracted and just alone, and it was all about me, and I was all serious and whatnot. So charisma and social skills, it's about building an expansive energy, an expansive quality that will allow you to engage with the world, allow you to engage with other people in a very present, in a very charismatic, in a very fun and humorous way. So what does charisma mean? There's a lot of interpretations, there's a lot of definitions out there for the word charisma. Charisma to me means a person who is magnetized, a person who is able to walk into any room and take up the room, take up the presence, through connection, through social skills, through communication skills, through kindness, generosity, listening. Those are the things that build social charisma, and those are the things that people want to be around. And the quality that comes with charisma is a freedom from outcome and sort of a freedom from concern. Like, I'm standing here in the street shooting this video, and some people walk by, and sure, I could be concerned about what they think I'm doing, but I can just be doing my own thing, grounded in who I am. Freedom from concern allows me to be more magnetized because I'm more comfortable with myself. So it's building that core confidence, building those social skills, building those communication skills, and allowing yourself to be free from concern. Those are the things that will build your magnetism as a human being. And so when you're able to walk into a room, when you audition for a part, and you're able to shake the people's hands behind the desk, and you're able to talk to them like they're your best friends that you've known for years, why would they not choose you? I mean, assuming that you've already had your craft, technique, and your image and brand down, assuming that we all, you have all of that down pat, your resume, your headshots, your reel, your clothes, the way you look, your health, your technique, your craft, your presence, assuming that you have all of that already down pat, or at least working on it and improving, if you just add the element of charisma and social skills into your personality, into your body, people will choose you. It's a done deal. I can only say from experience. And if you ask and if you observe people in the world who go through this world and succeed, you'll understand that this is a truth. This is an inevitable truth. I mean, as a crude example, look at the President of the United States, Donald Trump. I mean, sure, people love him. Some people hate him. Now, I'm not trying to get political here, but why is he where he's at right now? Because he's magnetized. He's absolutely charismatic. He believes in everything that he says. He has a core confidence, at least from what we see, that doesn't allow for other people to get into who he is. He doesn't allow for negative comments and names and all that stuff to get to him. He is who he is, and he does what he believes in. And so that's what draws him to people, and that's what makes him magnetized as a person. And if you can develop that, like I said, a lot of opportunities will open themselves to you. I mean, it's a universal principle. It's a universal law. I mean, it's just how the way the world is. Human beings are born and wired to be around high status people, high value people. And those high value and high status people tend to be people who are charismatic and have a lot of good social skills. So how do you build charisma? Now, I would suggest, first and foremost, I'm not an expert on how to build charisma, but I can give you a little bit of my tools and tricks and exercises that I do to build my charisma and my social skills, and kind of going over that fear. First and foremost, before I give you those, I would suggest reading books, watching videos on YouTube. There's a great channel called Charisma on Command on YouTube that you can check out on how to build charisma. There's books out there, seminars, talk to friends, and really what it takes to build charisma and social intelligence and social skills is to really, to take action, to really to go out into the world and talk to strangers and talk to people and, get out of your comfort zone. Get out of your comfort zone. That's really what it comes down to, and it's taking action. You can't think your way into charisma. You can't think your way into social skills. You have to do. You have to act your way. right? Acting, right? It all comes down to acting, and it all comes down to doing. So I'm gonna give you tips, tricks, exercises that I do to improve my social charisma. So one of the exercises that I do to improve my social charisma is, if I have some free time and it's daytime, I'll go out in public, anywhere in public, like coffee shops, shopping malls, any mall, anywhere where there's public, where there's a lot of people. I often go out and talk to strangers. I'll walk up to a stranger, say, "Hi there, nice to meet you, my name is David." Now, why is that such a good exercise for me to improve my social confidence? It's because it's not a normal thing to talk to strangers. It's not a normal thing to walk up to someone and say, "Hi there, nice to meet you." Now, I have a lot of fear initially when I did this exercise. I had a lot of fear doing it. When I started doing this exercise, I had a lot of fear, especially coming up from my background of being shy and whatnot. There was a lot of anxiety around just talking to people. But the more that I did it, the more that I committed myself to doing it, and the more that I leaned into that anxiety, the more that allowed me to build momentum, to build a confidence, to be more grounded, and to be able to connect to human beings. I mean, that's what we do after all in acting, is connect with human beings, right? I hope so, at least. And so that is a great exercise, an exercise of walking up to someone and introducing yourself to them and being able to talk to them for however long you may. The interaction doesn't matter where the interaction goes, or if it goes really good or if it goes bad. If they can tell you to screw off, or they can become your best friend, it doesn't matter. What matters is that you take action and go out and talk to a stranger or talk to anybody, and get out of your head and into your body. If you keep doing this consistently and rigorously, you'll start to notice almost immediately, it's almost a high. You'll start to notice that you'll have a confidence, a charisma that will come out of you when you talk to people. I'll actually show you a quick little example. Hi there, excuse me. Do you guys want to be in my video real quick?
I mean,
Yeah. Come on in. All right, so these are my friends right here. I'm making a video on how to build social skills. Do you guys have any tips, tricks, or anything like that?
Social skills.
be honest.
Be honest?
Yeah, be honest.
I'm trying to go off the grid.
Go off the grid.
Social lubricant.
Hey, there you go. And there we have it. Social.
Listen to other people.
Can I get
That's the best thing.
right here?
Yeah, there you go.
Be yourself.
Hey, all right.
Brush your teeth. That's a ticket.
Yeah, don't have bad breath.
That's right. All right,
Be
there you go.
yourself. Use mouthwash.
Excuse me, do you guys mind meeting in my video real quick? No, it's okay, it's okay. Do you guys want to be in my video real quick?
For what?
It's a video about building social skills. Do you guys have any tips and tricks about social skills and how to build it?
I don't know.
Not like right now.
Okay, that's cool, that's cool.
You go to UNCSA? Or?
I do.
Okay.
Yeah. Do you
No, but I'd love to help anyone from UNCSA.
Okay, cool, great. All right, so just come on in. It's I'll edit it. It'll look really good. Sure. I know. Yeah. So what's your name?
I'm Joe.
Joe. This is Joe. I just met him, as you saw. And so, do you have any tips, tricks, or like?
For
how
what?
about I'll just get a little personal.
Sure.
So, would you consider yourself extrovert or introvert?
Extrovert.
Extrovert. Sure. Really? Were you like that your whole time? Like your whole life?
Yeah.
Interesting. And I'm sure you had friends who were introverted growing up, or
sure.
even now. Have you seen anyone that goes from an introvert to an extrovert in your life? Have you ever experienced that?
Yeah, I've seen people do that before. Sure.
What do you think was the changing factor for them in transitioning to someone who's able to go out into the world and meet new people, talk to people?
Environment. I think it's all about environment.
Really?
Right? So when I had friends go from middle school to high school or high school to college, they opened up a little bit and they met new people, and that gave them the ability to grow.
Interesting. All right, so environment. So I would call that situational confidence, right? Your environment,
right.
how the environment allows you or gives you permission to act a certain way, probably more confident,
if you
right?
feel safe or you feel comfortable,
exactly.
people will open up more.
Exactly. So
sure.
Now that is different from core confidence, which is not dependent on your environment. It comes from within. But situational confidence actually can serve as a bridge to core confidence. And so if your environment is something that helps you be more, or gives you more permission to be more extroverted, I would say do that to build a reference experience. So later down the road, you'll be able to have that reference experience and know what that feels like and be able to apply it in any area of your life, in any environment. So Joe, right?
Yeah.
Dude, thank you so much.
Yeah, no problem.
Pleasure.
Yeah.
Enjoy the rest of your night. Stay dry.
No, we'll try our best. We'll try our best.
Gotcha, cool. Joe and Hannah just left, who I just talked to. It was interesting, see? So it's not really about thinking it, but it's about doing it. And I just showed you an example of doing it. Now, the first group I just got rejected. The first couple of groups I got rejected. And that's okay. Again, it's not about what the outcome is. It's just about the process of doing it. So there you have it, folks. That's one of my favorite exercises that I do to build social confidence. So go out into the world, meet somebody, talk to some people. It doesn't matter if you don't know how to talk. I promise you'll get better at it. Go out and talk to people. Get out of your comfort zone, lean into that anxiety, and build that expansive quality and become the actor and person that you want to become today.